Buenos dias, muchachos y muchachas. We're back at it again today, hiking up a volcano, yet another one, the Izalco Volcano here, next to the Santa Ana volcano that I did 2 days ago. Now we're going for the Izalco Volcano. As you can see, it's looking a little bit more positive today for the weather-wise. Yes, we're still caught in the clouds, as you can see over here, but the view is slightly opening up over to the hills over there. The Izalco Volcano is up here behind me, up there. So it looks like we might be able to catch a great view today, hopefully. The other day we didn't get any view whatsoever out. So hopefully we will find a great view. Over here there's a restaurant over there, and we have a parking space over here with a bunch of merchandise shops and so on and so forth. I still have another half an hour or so to go before the hike starts. Again, you have to go with these guides here. You cannot do it by yourself. But yeah, the guide told me it starts at 10:45 every day. So it's about 10:10 right now. So yeah, I'll head around, see what I can find, and then we'll start the hike. Let's go explore. All right, so here are all the shops over here behind us, behind me there, over here, all sorts of. I bought this little bandana, had a cup of coffee, and now I'm ready to go up on the volcano. The sun's coming more and more out, so it's looking great. It's looking very promising for the trip today. But yeah, there's lots of these shops, so you can even come here and have breakfast before the tour starts, or whatever you want. But yeah, enough rambling. Let's get on with what we actually came here for. Let's get up that volcano. Oh, there you are. All right, we are underway on the track now. As you can see, we're in the forest. Again, we have not got much views. I'm tracking back to the end of the group as well today, so I can get more space to film here in more quiet. The group's quite big, and the trail is starting with this drop down, all these steps here. So it's about I think he said a little bit more than 1,000 steps, the guide, before we start actually climbing the volcano. We have to go down from the plateau of the Cerro Verde, where the national park entrance is. So you have to go down, and then we drop up over here. The volcano is somewhere over here, behind the trees in the ground there. So first we have to go all the way down this. You can see it's quite cool. You have those birds in the background. If you drop back to the end of the group anyways, you can go and enjoy a bit of that nature. We're just walking through this kind of forest here for a while, I think, until we get back, until we get all the way down, and then we're gonna head it up. So yeah, without further ado, let's get stuck in. He says it's 5 hours or 4 hours back and forth, so like should be about 2 hours till we hit the top, till we get to the crater of the volcano, the Izalco volcano, and then hopefully we should get some lovely views over the country down to the lake. Hopefully, crossing my fingers today, that it won't be as cloudy as it was the other day when I went to Santa Ana. All right, enough rambling. Let's get on with it. So if I come out of the forest, and this looks impressive. Look at that. This is pure, like, cartoon volcano, just a pure cone, triangle shape, straight up pretty much. Just have to go crisscross over here. You could see the other people from the group. And the rocks here are these like lava rocks, obviously. And yeah, like even though they're massive, they don't weigh anything, because it's basically just cold lava. There's no weight to them compared to a granite stone of the same size. Alright, I really enjoyed that hike down through the forest though. Like, that was cool with all the vines, all the, like the sun coming through over here behind us. That was very, 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 very good. But yeah, now we're on to the main attraction of the hike, heading up the volcano. And the landscape is what you think of when you think of a volcano. I mean, look at that. Wow. All right, I think we're about halfway up now on the volcano. The trail is like pretty difficult to get a grip on the trail here, so it's not far from as easy as Santa Ana that I did the other day. Santa Ana is the volcano that we have over there. You come up there, and what we did today, what the hike is today, is we went from that plateau there down and then comes up here. So yeah, it's looking great. A bit windy, but the view is fantastic compared to the other day on Santa Ana. We actually have some sun. We're not caught in the clouds in any way, shape or form. And we can get a view out to the other side as well. Over here there's another volcano, another mountains into the Huachapan area of El Salvador. It's hot as fuck in this sun, but wow, it's gorgeous. It's a lovely stroll. It's not too difficult. It's more difficult than Santa Ana. It's like if you want to see a volcano and you can't be asked going up and down 1,500 steps plus up the volcano here, and you have to come back down. Coming back down is going to be fun. Catching a grape, you know. Yeah, then I'd recommend you just do Santa Ana over here behind me, because that's quite easy. This one takes a bit more effort, but still very doable. Alright, I'll catch you guys at the top. We've made it up. This is the crater here. Compared to the Santa Ana crater, it's very different. A lot more dry. Significantly more dry here, as you could see from all the way coming up as well. And we have this. There's still a little bit of activity, which is where the smoke's coming from here. You can see the smoke coming up of the rock here. Look at that. Ooh, that's well hot as well. Wow. Humid, hot. That is interesting. Never seen that before. You could probably get a stove burning here. Over here as well. Smoke coming up of the rocks here. I don't know if I should be too much in this smoke itself. Look at that. It's coming out of all these holes here. This is beautiful. That's very cool to see. And yeah, the view, top view as well. Alright, I got distracted there by the smoke down here coming up from the rocks, and the wind was blocking the sound as well, I think. But yeah, back to the views. So we have the Santa Ana volcano, is that one over there, other volcanoes over here, and the view over to the eastern, well, I guess the northern side of the country. Guatemala is that way out there. Oh wow, there's an eagle. Look at that. Oh, that is cool. Did you see that? I'm not 100% sure if I got it on the camera there. Wow. So there's an eagle or hawk or whatever it is doing its thing here. But it's so cool, like this barren dead rock basically, just standing up there in the middle of the forest. That's what I'm saying, like here you get the perspective of the Santa Ana volcano over there behind me. That much more looks like just a mountain, where this one is. This is 100% a volcano, like your cartoon version. Right, I'll take some more shots of the view, sit down, just enjoy it, then I'll see you guys when we're headed down. This is beautiful. Wow, El Salvador. Viva El Salvador. Layout of the country here, of like the mountain, the volcano sort of starting here and then rolling into these flat hills over there, these rolling hills, and then you get out to the Pacific out there. Unfortunately we can't see all the way to Pacific today, but wow, the view is still fantastic. Like over to the lake, this is what I wanted to get, that kind of view the other day when I went to Santa Ana, so that's why I came back here as well, also to try it. Like as I said, if you're not into a lot of climbing up and down and up, because obviously we have to reverse the trail now to come back, you should just do Santa Ana. Santa Ana is a lot easier. This here is a lot more hiking, climbing on the slippery surface of the volcano, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot stress it enough. Let's see here. There we just roll down, and as I say, out there would be the Pacific, but we're just surrounded by clouds out that way. The lake over there, and we have the Santa Ana volcano over there. Alright, we're back down. Now we're headed back up the stairs. Another solid 1,500 stairs or so, steps or so. So just finishing off the hike here in the forest with a good solid leg day. Any leg day could be put to shame by this, I'll tell you that much. Whew. That gets the sweats going. Bloody hell. Alright. I'm out of breath. I'm hungry. I'm gonna see you back up at the food stands up there. I'll get myself a little something to fill my stomach before I head back down to the lake.